Okay. So in continuation of formulations, Vaisheshya Kalpana, given in syllabus, right? So yesterday we discussed about Chanda Prabhavati. So Adhikara in Vaisheshya Ratnavali is Prameha Adhikara. Okay. Ingredients in detail. So Triphala, Chandraprabha. The name Chandraprabha is from Shati or Kachora. One more synonym of Shati is Kachora. And it also contains Musta, Panchakola, Triurut. Musta, Panchakola, Triurut. 3 Lavanas are there. 2 Ksharas are there. Yavakshara and Sarjakshara. For example, they ask, what are the Ksharas present in Chanda Prabhavati? Yavakshara and Sarjakshara. And it contains Loha Vasma, Shilajitu and Gugulu. Loha Vasma, Shilajitu and Gugulu. Okay. So here you need to mark it up 3 Urut and 2 Lavanas. Loha Vasma and Swarnamakshika Vasma. Shilajitu. These are all the key ingredients. So you can see in PCOD we have a multiple cysts developed around the ovaries. So for that reason we can use Lavanas and Ksharas. Okay. So internal use of Kshara will be there in case of Gulma, Apache, Arbuda, Vidradi. In these conditions we can use Kshara internally. This Chanda Prabhavati contains these 2 Kshara, Yavakshara and Sarjakshara. So this medicine can be fit in case of PCOD or PCOS conditions. Okay, and also it contains Triurut, so natural anulomana can be happen, and anulomana apanavata will control defecation, urination, and as well as garbha. Okay, and overall hormonal balances in Kati Pradesha, overall functions of Kati Pradesha is governed by Apana. Okay, so by using these 3 root, so proper Vatanulomana can be achieved so that Apanavata Vikruti can be corrected. Right? So, how to treat any disease means we should just check it out the involvement of the doshas. If Vata Prakopa is there, if Vata involvement is there, always we need to do Vata Nigraha. We need to subside Vata. Vata Nigraha is the main thing. Again, if Pitta is there, we need to go with Pitta Shamana. Okay. So, Kapha, we cannot do Shamana of Kapha. Always we should do Shodhana of Kapha. Pitta Shamana or Shodhana. Kapha Shamana or Sadhana. No Shamana in Kapha. Kapha Shodhana. Always Kapha dosha should be do Shodhana only. Kapha dosha we cannot make any other alternative. If Kapha is there in the body, we need to take it out. Pitta, you have 2 choices. Either you can do Pitta Shamana or Pitta Shodhana. So Vata always you should do Vata Shamana. We cannot take Vata from the body. Always we should do Vata Nigraha. Vata Shamana, Pitta Shamana or Pitta Shodhana. Kapha always should do Shodhana. Kapha can't be managed by doing Shamana. If it is Alpa dosha, then we can plan for Shamana, Kapha Shamana. But always plan for Kapha Shodhana. Then only we will get a proper result. So whatever may be the disease, it may be the cancer, it may be the common cold. So this formula is applicable for all the diseases. That's why Acharya Charaka has given a universal statement. Whatever may be the disease, you should diagnose disease according to the doshic predominance. How to treat doshas based on these formulas. Whatever may be the decrease or increase dosha, based on that we can plan the treatment. Okay, so if Pitta is increased, 2-fold or 3-fold, we can go with Pitta Shodhana or else Pitta Shamana. So Vata always do Vata Nigraha. If the disease is involved with Tridosha, we need to do all the three things at a time. Kapha always do Shodha. So in the formulation of Chandraprabhavati, we have all the ingredients. So, and it has the Rasayana. Loha is the Rasayana. Shilajit is the Rasayana. Definitely it will act as a Rasayana. Okay, Rasayana, Vadana, Lomana, Ksharana functions also can be expected with Shilajit. And 3 Lavanas is also there. Yavakshara and Sarjakshara is the Ksharas presenting Chandraprabhavati. Okay, so 1 to 4 pills in a day. Anupana is Dugdha. They are given Dugdha Anupana. 1 to 4 pills in a day. Anupana is Dugdha. So we can give according to their Prakruti, according to the Doshik involvement, whatever may be the Anupana. So you plan accordingly. So general Anupana of Chandraprabhavati, they are given Dugdha. Dugdha as Anupana. Okay. So indications. So Chandraprabhavati is indicated in Vimshati Prameha. Is not telling only we can advise Chandraprabhavati in Vataja Prameha or Pittaja Prameha, Kaphaja. All Vimshati Pramehas can be addressed by using Chandraprabhavati. And 8 Mutra Kruchra. 8 types of Mutra Kruchra can be treated by using Chandraprabhavati. And all 4 types of Mutrashmari. Okay. So all types of Mutrashmari can be treated by using Chandraprabhavati. And 13 types of Mutragata. 13 types of Mutragata. 13 types of Mutragata. Right? Pandu, Andaruddhi. Pandu, Andaruddhi. You can treat Andaruddhi, overgrown follicle, one thing we can take, or else multiple follicles on the ovaries, or else ovarian tumor. So all these 3 things can be treated as Andaruddhi. Okay. So Chandraprabhavati is a good and safe drug in case of PCOS practice. Okay. And then Kamala and Kushta. Single drug having a multiple indications. Okay. So Prameha, almost all Mutra Vahasotas is included along with Pandu and Kamala. Andaruddhi's direct indications are given so that we can utilize it in Garbhashya Gata Vikrutis and ovarian related issues can be addressed along with Kamala and Kushta. Pandu, Kamala and Kushta because it contains Lokavasma. Okay. So Chandraprabhavati is an excellent drug and it can be used in our clinical practice. Even patient with Prameha, you can use. Patient with Mutragata, we can use. Patient with Mutra Krushta, we can use. Patient with Mutrashmati, we can use. So those who don't have any proper Anulomana, we can use Chandraprabhavati. If you want to give Rasayana to the patient, we can use Chandraprabhavati. Okay, if you want to treat Pandu, we can use Chandraprabhavati. Pandu because of overbleeding. Chandraprabhavati is enough. So continuous overflow. So same drug will maintain iron levels also. At the same time, it will maintain hormone levels also. Okay. So single drug having multiple indications. Next, Shankavati. Udara Roga. Jambira Swarasa. Bhavana with Jambira Swarasa. Lemon. It contains Parada and Gandhaka. Vatsanava. Shankavasma. And 5 lavanas. Parada, Gandhaka, Vatsanava. Okay. Parada, Gandhaka, Vatsanava, Shankavasma, and 5 lavana. So, after seeing the ingredients, one thing will come to your mind. It contains Parada, Gandhaka, Rasaushati. Again, it's a stronger one. And also it contains Vatsanava as one of the Visha. Tankana is there. Wherever you can see Vatsanava, there is a Tankada. Tankada is also there in the Tankada is also one of the ingredient. And also it contains Panchalavana. Adhikara is Udaradhikara. Shankavasma is also there. So one of the book written by a Maharashtra author. So author name is Gune. Okay. So in that book, the Shankavasma, they are telling the action of Shankavasma below the nerve. And it's not, we should not use Shankavasma for gastric pain or gastric irritation. So there you can use Pravalavasma. The action of Shankavasma is Nabi and below the Nabi. Here Shankavati is a clear-cut indication will be there in case of Udara. All types of Udara we can use Shankavati. Okay. So my indication of Shankavati in my routine clinical practice is in Prameha. Prameha is because of Udara. So I will use Chandaprabha Shankavati in case of Udara induced Prameha. According to me, Prameha is an outcome of some underlying disease inside the body. It may be an Udara, it may be a Grahani, it may be an Akrut Vikara, it may be an hyperlipidemia. So it may be an acidity, Amla Pitta. So patient will have the present type 2 diabetes symptoms because of some underlying pathology. In case of Udara and Grahani, the alone drug Shankavati will work. So it's a very strong one. So in PhD works also done on toxicity of Shankavati in animal experiment also and human experiment also. They conducted a continuous use of Shankavati and toxic effect of Shankavati because it contains Vatsanava. Okay. So any drug contains an Vatsanava, so it's a stronger one and highly potentified drug. So in that case, they did complete studies on that, but it's completely safer one. So no issues found after doing MD and PhD studies with Shankavati. So 1 to 2 pills twice a day. Anupana is Ushna Jala. Indications: Grahani, Amla Pitta, Udara Shula, Agni Mandya, Ama, Ajir. Almost all start with Ama, Jirana, Agni Mandya, that will it's Amla Pitta. If Ama will go to Amasha, then it's Amla Pitta. Ama will go to Grahani, then the disease is Grahani. Same pathophysiology explained in Grahani chapter by Acharya Charaka. And then Udara Shula. So almost all indication from epigastric to anal region. So any problem with the area, we can directly Shankavati. It directly acts as a Dipana Bhashana also, contains Lavanas. All Lavanas are present. So I have seen in some clinical folklore practice, they are using Vatsanava as a purified Vatsanava. Churna, they are advising in Prameha. They are telling if you consume Vatsanava, your Prameha will, type 2 diabetes will go permanently. Okay, so just by giving this Vatsanava drug, they will keep some, this one, the root, and they will tell we will purify this one and we will give it. They will keep Vatsanava in Gomutra for 21 days, and then again they will keep in milk for 21 days. So then again they will do Svedana with Gomutra for 21 days. So they will tell you should come and collect the medicine after 60 days, 2 months. You have to do payment now and you should collect the medicine after 2 months. He's a very good folklore practitioner and he will give you 100% guarantee that after consuming this medicine, you will not face any of these diabetic symptoms. And he will give you some examples and some reversed patients' names also. But all Pramehas can't be reversed by just consuming Vasanava. But you should keep in your mind, Vasanava is also one of the drug can be used to reverse diabetes mellitus. So then I found a logic why Vasanava is a drug can be used in place of type 2 diabetes. So it's a Visha. Okay. So any Visha in the body will be removed by other Visha. Sthavara Visha is opposite to that of Jangama Visha, and Jangama Visha is an antidote for Sthavara Visha. So both are vice versa. And any ama will lead to Visha only. Our Acharya has told ama is equal to that of Visha Lakshanas. So Vachanava is an excellent drug to remove ama, Srotogataha especially. So Srotas means we cannot imagine only the Srotas, what we are observed is Mahasrotas, it is GIT. So in every Srotas, if ama present everywhere in the body, this Vatsanava will remove. Because it's having a VAI, because in Sukshma, because it's a Visha. It will penetrate all dhatus in deeper states. Okay. So then I started using Shankavati in case of diabetes mellitus. We are getting very good results. Patient will get proper appetite, proper defecation, and also glucose levels are reducing day by day. Not only single drug, along with other drugs also will use. For Kapha regular Kapha Shodhana will use Apsanadikana Kashaya or Viskataka Devada Kashaya. Some other medicines we are used along with this. Apart from if Pitta dominant, then we can use Chandakalarasa with Moktita or Chanda Prabhavati. So, and then Datvagni Mandya in severe conditions, we will use Aragya also. Tapya Diloka. So, mild Datvagni Mandya and patient is Datakshaya, then we can use Tapya Diloka. Tapya Diloka is a rasayana. Aragya will do Shodhana only. Tapya Diloka, same ingredients with Loha, it acts as a rasayana with Ropia. Okay. So, in this case, we can do a proper treatment in case of diabetes mellitus. Now, if you want to do clinical practice, you have to select a single disease, and super specialty practice is the best one. So, as just like if you are a general practitioner, patient won't come. And nowadays, if you want a new thing and a different way, people will come. So, for example, one diabetes reversal program is going on everywhere. So you can see so many advertisements in social medias. And one example is Madhava Bagh. So they are Maharashtra, Belgaum and near to Maharashtra. Previously they were there in reversing of hypertension and cardiac diseases. So now they started with diabetes mellitus, reversal of diabetes mellitus. So before 2015, their turnover is around some 30 lakh to 50 lakhs. Now they have 171 clinics all over India and 2 major hospitals all over India. Now their turnover is around 60 to 100 crores in a month. Only they are treating hypertension and diabetes. Still we have lots of diseases to do. Thing is, so those diseases are not possible to treat or cure in modern. So those diseases we need to select. Then only these things are possible. These are all Ayurveda Vaidyas only. Or in Bere Aru, they are not any modern MBBS doctors, and they came and started treatment. So they sit in a place and they are doing it. And one more Tripathi is from Madhya Pradesh or Maharashtra. One more Tripathi. You can see in Tripathi, one more guy. He is also in the term of reversing diabetes and treating obesity. Their main concept is exercise and diet. They will concentrate on exercise and diet. Remaining other things is left to the patient. Their course diabetes reversal program will start from 10,000 to 2 lakhs, depending on the patient's conditions. If they want a regular dietitian, personal dietitian and exercise, so they will charge a year about. So like that. It is possible. We can also do it. So turnover of 100 crores in Ayurveda industry is not a simple thing. So it's booming. Just now think about it. We have to think about it. Okay. So still we are in thinking of only purchasing a Maruti car or some other one. So already people are purchasing Mercedes Benz. They are already crossed the Audi. So now they are owning a private jet. Now they are thinking to own a private jet. But it's possible. The thing is, we need to try to that level. And their marketing manager is not a simple one. So they hired their marketing manager from insurance company, topmost insurance company, Bajaj Allianz marketing manager is there. No, they had taken marketing manager from that company directly. Previously he was working in Bajaj Allianz, and big insurance company. So the team building is also important. So simply I am sitting and I invented something means, so we need to reach the things to the patients. For that, marketing is highly necessary. So it's one of the best step. And my advice is any medicine which having a visha or rasa, so don't advise for longer period. So just give some months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, then stop the medicine for a few days, then restart. So don't give it for longer period. Vishaushadis or rasaushadis. Just give a break and then you can restart again. So then we cannot expect any side effects or any other toxicity. And one advice is those who are having a serious cardiac disorder, don't advise Vasanava. Vasanava is a cardiac person. Any serious cardiac disorders, don't advise Vasanava or Vasanava based. Even Mrutyunjay Rasa contains Vasanava. Shankavati contains Vasanava. Okay. So in serious cardiac disorders, don't advise Vasanava based medicines. Okay. Lashunadivati. So reference is Vaidya Jivana. Reference is Vaidya Jivana. Visuchika. Vaidya Jivana. Adhikara is Visuchika. It contains Lashuna, Jiraka, Gandaka, Hindu. Lashuna, Jiraka, Gandaka, Hindu. Also Trikatu. It also contains Trikatu. Bhavanavit, Jambira Swarasa. Who is the author of Vaidya Jivana? It is a question. Author of Vaidya Jivana. Vaidyatamsa. Vaidya Jivana or Vaidyatamsa. Onliners. Author of Vaidya Jivana or Vaidyatamsa. Yes, Lolimbaraja, correct. Madhav Forum in login agidana, you log in from your own ID. Don't log in from Madhav Forum ID. So Lolimbaraja, correct. Vaidya Jivana or Vaidyatamsa is written by Lolimbaraja. And Lashanadevati, according to some other books, it is also indicated in sciatica, Grudravas, Grudravat. Okay. 2 to 4 tablets. Anupana is Ushnodaka. Indications Visuchika, Ajirana, and Udavarta. Visuchika, Ajirana, and Udavarta. Visuchika, Ajirana, and Udavarta. Visuchika, Ajirana, and Udavarta. Anupana Ushnodaka. Aragya Varjanivati. Rasaratna Samachaya. Who is the author of Rasaratna Samachaya? Rasavagbata. Author of Rasaratna Samachaya is Rasavagbata. Adhikara of Aragya Varjini? Kushta. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದೇ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಕುಷ್ಠ ವಿಸರ್ಪ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಹೆಸರು. ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕುಷ್ಠ ವಿಸರ್ಪ. ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರದ, ಗಂಧಕ, ಶಿಲಾಜಿತು, ಪಾರದ, ಗಂಧಕ, ಶಿಲಾಜಿತು, ಲೋಹ, ಅಬ್ರಕ, ತಾಮ್ರ, ಲೋಹ, ಅಬ್ರಕ, ತಾಮ್ರ, ತ್ರಿಫಲ, ಚಿತ್ರಕ, and Kataki 18 parts. Bhavana Dravya is Nimbapatra Swaras. Bhavanadra is Nimbapatra Swaras. So here, because of using a Nimbapatra, Aragyavargini will work in skin diseases. Okay, and we have a Katuki. Katuki is the best Pitta Rechaka Dravya. It will do Pitta Rechaka. So we have some other drugs like Shilajitu, Loha, Abraka, Tamra. So these medicines will act as a Dhatu Shodhana and as well as Dhatu Rasaya. Okay. So in the indications of Aragyavargini, they are clearly given Mala Shodhana. All Mala Shodhana. So all 13 Mala Shodhana can be achieved by Aragyavargini. Sapta Dhatu Mala Shodhana. So all common Trimala Shodhana, all Mala Shodhana, Dhatu and Upadhatu Mala Shodhana can be achieved by using Aragyavargini. Any Gratita Mala from any Dhatu or Upadhatu and our 3 Malas, Aragyavargini will do that. So toxicity from the Dhatus will be eliminated by using Aragyavargini. At the same time, it is act as a Rasaya. Contain Shiladita. Okay, and Pitta Rechana. And what is the duration of Aragyavargini as a medication, as a medicine? 48 days, 1 Muhurta, so 1 Mandalaka. It's not Muhurta, it's 1 Mandalaka. For cure of Kushta. It is not given in any other diseases. It is clearly given for curing of Kushta, Aragyavargini can be used for 48 days. For other diseases, he didn't mention. There is a lot of indications. But for Kushta, Acharya has advised to take Aragyavargini for 48 days. For other diseases, the indication is different. Okay. Kushta, it acts as a Deepana and Pachana. Rudroga, Medoroga. Rudroga and Medoroga. Mala Shodhini. And it acts as a Roga Nirodhaka and Rasayana. Roga Nirodhaka and Rasayana. Okay. It is very common drug in our clinical practice in OP levels. So Aragyavargini and Chinna Prabhavati. So only with some 10 to 15 medicines we can practice. Out of that, these two are very important drugs we can utilize. So it contains a Loha and Kataki. That's why we can use Aragyavargini in case of Yakrut Vikaras. Any sorts of liver disease we can use Aragyavargini. And Katuki and Anuloman action can be expected with Aragyavargini. So in Vatalamana conditions, constipation conditions also we can use. And in Medodata Vikruti also we can use Aragyavargini because it contains Shilajita. Okay. So Pandu also we can use Aragyavargini, contains Loha, and it will increase Dhatvag Dimandya. It will correct the Dhatvag Dimandya. Okay. So proper Pachana, Dhatu Pachana will be expected from Aragyavargini. Sarvadhatu Pachak. You can use Aragyavargini as a Sarvadhatu Pachak. Bahusala Guda. Arshadikara. Bahushala Guda. Surana Kanda. Suvarna Kanda is 16 parts in Bahushala Guda. Balataka Phala. Musta Nagara Haritaki Trivrut Guda. Musta Nagara Haritaki Trivrut and Guda. It comes in the form of lake, yeah. It contains Trivrut, It is a single medicine which will reduce arshas and it will do Vatanaloma. The treatment principle in arsha is Dipana Pachana and Vatanalomana. Okay. So here the single drug Bahushala Guda will do all the things. So indications of Bahushala Guda, Agnimandya, Rasayana, Dr. Rasayana, and in Gulma Arsha Rajakshma, Gulma Arsha Rajakshma, Pinasa Pratishaya Vatara. Pinasa Pratishaya and Vatara. So we just observe in a patient, those who are having a constipation, definitely they will have a repeated Pratishaya. Especially in kids also you can notice that. Okay. So the patient will come with, my kid will having a repeated respiratory infection, running nose commonly, cough regularly, and just ask about their bowel movements. They are telling, so once in 2 days and once in 3 days, kid will go for stools for edification. Same thing in adults also. So what happens? The water content, the toxic content again will reabsorb into the blood. If the bowel or fecus will stay in the intestine for longer days, longer period. So again, some toxins will reabsorb into the body, and body should maintain homeostasis. You should excrete these toxins from any of the roots. Then these toxins will come through the pinasa, pratishaya. Okay, that is the one of the root. So that's why first treat constipation, first treat agnimanya, then automatically pinasa and other things will be get corrected. So you can just see the indications. Got it? So Pratishaya is indication. You just check the ingredients. No one ingredient is directed to Pratishaya. Here you have to understand pathophysiology. Constipation with Pratishaya. You can use Bhaushalagura. Bhaushalagura don't directly use in the patients of Pratishaya without constipation. Okay. So Kapha Shodhana will happen through Adhomarga. Always Kapha should do Shodhana. This Bhaushalagura will do that one. Okay. And it contains Ballataka. So while advising to the Pitta Prakriti, you should be very careful. So Ballataka will aggravate Pitta very high, very too much. And patient will get severe burning sensation after consumption of this Bhaushalagura. So purely Pitta Prakriti, don't advise Bhaushalagura medicine. So otherwise you can use Bhaushalagura. So indications: Agnidipana, Rasayana, Gulma, Harsha, Rajakshma, Pinasa, Pratishaya, Vatarakta. Okay. Dashamula Guda. Again, it is also Harsha Adhikara. Kafaja Harshas, we can use Bhaushala Guda. Vata Pittaja, we can use Dashmula. Indications: Harsha, Ajirna, and Pandu. So, ingredients of Dashmula, it contains Dashmula, Chitraka, Guda, Trivrut, and Pipali. Dashmula, Chitraka, Guda, Trivrut, and Pipali. Next, Saubhagya Shunti Paka, Vaishyaratnamali, Sutika Roga. Sutika Roga Adhikara. Saubhagya Shunti Paka. It contains Chaturjata, Amaliki, Aritaki, Musta, Jati Phala, Dhanyaka, Lavanga, Shetapushpa, Madana Phala, Yavani, Ajmoda, Luta. So, one Karsha is the dose. Anupana is Ajakshira or Avikshira. Ajakshira or Avikshira. So diet is very important after delivery. Okay. So the patient will have an Agni Mandya, and involution of the uterus could be achieved by controlling Apanavata properly. Okay? The uterus has gone 10 folds, so the uterus should come into their virginal position. It will take some 15 days. Proper involution will happen up to 2 months. Okay, so from 150 grams to 1.5 kg, it has grown uterus. It is the only one organ will grow like that, and it will return to their original position. It has the capacity to grow. So in that case, so Vata Anulomana should be proper, and proper nourishment should be given for uterus. So otherwise, in second pregnancy, there will be some complications. Okay, and more fat will accumulate in the body, right? So in all these things, keep it in the mind in the Acharya. They made these formulations so very gently. Musta, Jatifala, Dhanya Kalavanga. So all these medicines are Deepakas, Agni Deepakas, and Vatanamaka. Okay, nowhere in the body Ama should be present. So many patients come with Amavata. I have inquired there. So whether you have maintained Sutika properly or not. 80 to 90% of the patients will complain about not following Sutika properly. Sutika Apachara Janya Vyat. Amvata. So if you consume Saubhagya Shunti Avalekha, there is no question of Ama, Palm during Sutika. You have to maintain a proper diet, that is one thing. Along with, you can advise Saubhagya Shunti Avalekha and Dashmalarist. So, Zandu company, Sandu, SANDU, Sandu company have made kadas for individual. First month kada is separate, second month they will make separate, second month kada, Badanti kada, like that only they made. First month medicine, second month medicine, third month medicine, like that. So in general, we will advise Saubhagya Devalekha, Jiraka Devalekha with Dashmalarishta for first 3 months. Okay, thing is, Ama should not be formed during Sutika. If Ama is started accumulating during Sutika, it will lead to some other serious autoimmune diseases. Got it. So indications: Sutika, Amavata, Kasa, Rakta Pitta. It can be advised in 23 rogas, all 23 rogas. All 20 Yoni Vyapat. And Rajeksh. Next, Musali Paka, Vajikarana, Adhikara. Ingredients: Musali, Anapana, Madhu and Gruta, Dugda, Madhu, Gruta or Dugda. Indications are it's Palashruti, it is a Shukrala, Dravya. Vajikarana, Virya Purushatva Ruddhikaraka. Virya Purushatva Ruddhikaraka, Vajikarana, Dravya and Shukra. Next, Aridra Kanda. So you might have heard about Aridra Kanda. In the main indication is Shita Pitta. Okay. So especially during this season, Shita Pitta is very common. Urticaria is very common because of Shita. Okay. So sudden rashes will appear, red rashes. It's urticaria. So in that case, Aridra is a best drug of choice. Aridra Kanda is the best drug of choice. Nowadays, Aridra Kanda Churna tablet is available, but we cannot get the results like that of Aridra Kanda Churna. Growth Aritra Kanda Churna, Rago Aritra Kanda Churna, Aritra Kanda Churna can be used best in case of these allergies. Any sort of allergies, the one drug that will come in your mind is Aritra Kanda. Maybe allergic rhinitis, allergic bronchitis, allergic dermatitis. Any sorts of allergies in the body, the first and foremost drug will have is Aritra Kanda. You will go with the indication. So the indication Adhikara is other than Shita Pitta Adhikara. Adhikara is other than Shita Pitta. It contains Haridra Churna, Gruta, milk, and Prakshapakas like Shunti and other Prakshapakas, Shunti and etc. And it contains Sita also, sugar. Anupana is Ushna Jala. Here, the main hero in Haridra Kanda is Haridra Churna. 84 palas. 84 palas. It's a completely a dominant of Haridra and it is Shodhana with milk. Haridra and milk only the main ingredient of Haridra. Remaining ingredients are Gruta, sugar, Prakshapakas like Shunti, Panchakola like the Prakshapakas is there. But main ingredient is Haridra Churna. Okay. And in some patients, if Haridra Kanda is not prepared properly with proper milk and Gruta, it won't work. Okay. So in that case, directly we can advise the patient to take Haridra Churna along with Gruta. Okay. And we can add some milk over there and some pepper powder and shunti. One pinch of shunti powder, one pinch of pepper powder. This is the best drug we can add. Definitely they will add Sita in the milk. So this is the first preparation, you can make it in the oven. So Haridra powder should be prepared freshly. That is important. So Arshnud Kone Tavandu, you have to prepare Haridra Churna freshly. Every day they have to prepare Haridra Churna. Don't use a old one. Haridra contains the flavonoids. Okay, so the chemical constituents present in different drugs are different. Haridra with the medicine value will be their flavonoids. You need to keep their flavonoids. Immediately you need to freshly ground powder. We have to use in milk. Okay, old powder. Simply will advise patient will get no effects. Freshly ground Haridra powder should be used with milk and Gruta. So milk and Gruta for Pitta Shamana. Haridra is Rakta Shodhana and as well as antitoxic and drug. Okay. So any allergy will be subsided by using this one. And one more study was done in DRDO, Defense Research Development Authority. They did research only with Haridra and Gruta. They did an animal experiment for old dogs. The old military squads, they have a dogs. In their old age, same like what we are getting in Sandhivata, like the dogs also will get Sandhivata. In their old age, they cannot able to move, they cannot walk because of their joint deformity, osteoarthritis. Okay, so in that case, so they plan to trial some herbal formulations and they taken guide from some old Vaidya and they trialed out 48 days with Gruta 1 spoon and Haridra Churna 1/4 teaspoon. They will feed the dogs every day early in the morning. So after 20 days, dogs can able to stand by just consuming Haridra and Gruta. After 35 days, they started walking. After 45 days, they can run. This is the power of herbal medicine. So you can just check it out in Times of India newspaper. Haridra Gruta in DRDO study. Just type in Google, you will get the article. Okay. So after that, I started advising this home remedy for every osteoarthritis patient. Before advising medicines, we have kept some home remedies. For every patient, we will advise some patya. At the same time, we will advise patya. These are all the patya. So patya is always that thing will subside the disease. Apatya is the thing that will aggravate the disease. So patya is not for our drugs or not for any system of medicine. It's not restricted to any system of medicine. People will ask, if you consume Ayurveda medicine, we need to follow patya. I will say no. Patya is for your disease. If you take Ayurveda medicine also, you have to follow patya. Allopathy medicine also, you have to follow patya. Whatever may be the system of medicine, patya is there for your disease, not for our medicine. Got it? So then people can convince, yes. Okay. So Ayurveda, we will focus on patya. We will tell the patient these things to be done, these things not to be done. But allopathy people are very busy, they won't tell anything. Even the first day of delivery only, they will ask the patient to take all sorts of food items. You can consume anything. So one patient, Amata patient, they are telling we consume non-veg food at 5th day of delivery. She developed Amata after 8 months of delivery. And they consume tender coconut water regularly. So in olden days, the water quantity till 2 months is only 1 liter in a day after delivery. Okay, even in just check it out in South Karnataka, so how patya they were advised after delivery. So after 1 or 2 baby delivery also, they look like younger only. No obesity, no central obesity. They will maintain strict patya. Only Ganji diet, nothing, no other food. Ganji and Uppinkai. Only the food after delivery. So the proper involution of uterus will take place properly. If you consume more amount of water, the dryness will, whatever the amount of water present during delivery will not go out. It should go out. So 13 kg weight gain will be there during pregnancy from day 1 to till date of delivery. So just calculate 13 kgs, baby will weigh about 3 kgs. Remaining thing is water only. So lot of water is accumulated inside the body. So the water should go out means we should consume less water after post delivery. Including the water drinking during food intake also, they will calculate and give you 1 liter, including milk, water, whatever it may be. Sambar also they will calculate how much sambar they have taken. Only 1 liter restricted up to 2 months. So post delivery they will look like young only without having any delivery like that. The posture will be maintained. No central obesity. So that is the role of patya. Okay. Erythrakhanda as a drug can be advised in Kandu, Vispota, Dadru, Shitapitta, Kandu, Vispota, Dadru, Shitapitta, Udarda, Krimi, Kota, Udarda, Krimi, Kota. Kandu, Vispota, Dadru, Shitapitta, Udarda, Kota, Krimi. Almost all skin disorders. Chavanaprasha. Rasayana Vitara. Chavanaprasha also known as Bhargava-Prokta Rasayana. Chavanaprasha is also known as Bhargava-Prokta Rasayana. The name is right. Bhargava-Prokta Rasayana is Chavanaprasha. Ingredients Dashamugna, Amalaki, total number of Amalaki in Chavanaprasha is 500. Madhugrita equal part 6 phalas. Madhu and Grita equal part 6 phala. Sharkara, 50 phala. Sharkara is 50 phala. These are also AAPGT questions. Total amount of Sharkara present in Chyawanprash, 50 phala. So amount of Madhu Anugrudha present in Chyawanprash, 6 phala. Total number of Amalaki present in Chyawanprash, 5 1. Dashmula Kashaya, how much we should do? 1 Drona, Dashmula Kashaya. 1 Drona, Dashmula Kashaya. So Anupana, you can use Dugdha as an Anupana. So the Kalashruti of Chyawanprash, Meda Spruti Balavarana. Meda Spruti Balavarana. Vatanulomana. Rasayana and Brahma. It is Sarva Dhatu Brahmana, not only Brahmana. We should think about Brahmana means accumulation of fat in the body. Chyawanprasha is a Sarva Dhatu Rasayana. So in many patients, we cannot see increase of fat in the body after consumption of Chyawanprasha for years together. It's such a wonderful drug it is, Chyawanprasha. Here, Brahmana means Sarva Dhatu Brahmana. Sarvadhatu Pachana will happen and Sarvadhatu Brahmana will be achieved by consumption of Chyawanprasha. So, and Medhya Sputi Vardhana. Centrally also it will act. Okay. So then Vatana Lomana. So nowadays if you prescribe Chyawanprasha, patient will see you twice. This is very common drug advice in the TV. These fellow don't know and he will prescribe. He will know only one drug and he will prescribe. So that's why I started writing Bhargava Prapta Rasayana instead of Chyawanprasha. Then patient will don't know whether it is a Chyawanprasha or not. We started Bhargava Prapta. Oh, the thing is different. Bhargava Prapta Rasayana. Okay. So just check in Janaka Vivanasthana, Janapada Dvamsadhyaya. So we witnessed pandemic from last 2.5 years. In Janapada Dvamsadhyaya, Acharya has advised to keep Chyawanprasha in the home during epidemic, Janapada Dvams. So that's why the government of Ayush advised Chyawanprasha to be consumed everybody during COVID. This is the only one drug Rasayana Acharya told, openly told in the chapter of Janapada. You just open and check. Chyawanprasha is mentioned. Okay, so then you can imagine the action, immunity action of Chyawanprasha. So Sarvadhatu Shodhana and Sarvadhatu Pachana and Sarvadhatu Brahmana means where the microbes and virus will go into attack. If they attack also, it will go faster. So that is the concept of Rasayana. Okay, if they get a disease also, it will cure faster. It cure automatically. So according to the reports of Ayush, those who are have the medicine, they won't develop complications during COVID. I cannot say Chaman drug. So Chyawanprash is not a pitta stimulator drug. So it will keep pitta in a proper condition. It contains gluta, it contains any sharkara. Even my guru Dr. Anjanay Murthy told how to consume these rasayanas. You should consume just like a breakfast early in the morning. Not a single spoon or two spoon or three spoon. You can consume according to your appetite. The same thing in Kuti Pravashika Rasayanas also Acharya told. So one meal you should consume a rasayana. If you are consuming 2 or 3 meals while in Kuti, you should consume one meal as a rasayana. This rasayana means Chyawanprash or Brahma Rasayana. So patient will there in Kuti Pravashika Rasayana for 3 months. Inside the Kuti for 3 months means you should consume this one. Chyawanprash Rasayana. Okay. Next, Kushmanda Avalekha. Kushmanda Avalekha. Adhikara is Rakta Pitta. Adhikara is Rakta Pitta. Balavruddhi will happen. Balavruddhi Upayoga. Khanda Sharkara 100 Phala. Kushmanda 100 Phala. Gruta 8 Phala. With other Pakshatas. Here Sharkara and Kushmanda is equal quantity. Sharkara and Kushmanda will be having equal quantity. So Anupana is Dugdha Anupana. One cautious thing you should take in case of advising Chyawanprasha. Some people mix Chyawanprasha with the milk. So we are telling it is an Anupana. First consume Chyawanprasha, then tell the patient to drink the milk. Sometimes if it is having a very high amount of vitamin C, the milk will get spoiled after mixing Chyawanprasha into the milk. So better first consume Chyawanprasha directly, then advise to take the milk. So Kushmanda Avalekha, so Buddha is the Anupana. Indications: Rakta Pitta, Jwara, Kshaya Kasa, Swasa Kasa, Trishna. Kshaya Kasa, Swasa Kasa, Trishna. So here indications are very clear. Okay. Kshaya. Kshayajanya Kasa, Kshayajanya Trishna. So any cases of Kshaya, we can use Kushmanda Rasayana. Okay, so Dhatu Kshaya. In case of debility, we can use Kushmanda Rasayana. It will definitely increase weight. So if patient wants to increase their weight, all health condition is good, then advise Kushmanda Rasayana. So patient is suffering from serious chronic diseases and you are cured now, then you can advise Kushmanda Rasayana. One caution should be taken: don't advise Kushmanda Rasayana during disease condition. Disease condition will advise Malvedi. Disease cure agide annaga, you can advise Kushmanda Rasayana. The disease condition it won't get results. So disease complete cure agide. So patient is in recovery stage, then you can advise Kushmanda. Supplement like. Next, Lavangadivati. Vaidya Jivana reference. Shushka Kasa. So Lavangadivati given in Vaidya Jivana is in Shushka Kasa. Just remember. Adhikara of Lavangadivati in Vaidya Jivana is very Shushka Kasa. Dry cough, dry irritating cough, allergic dry cough. Okay, so cough without expectoration. Patient will get severe tiredness after coughing. Vata we can correlate. So in that conditions, the Lavanga Devata is the best drug of choice and very good and very promising drug. I will advise one more tablet along with Lavanga Devata is Chandramrita Rasa. Chandramrita Rasa is also a very good drug of choice in case of Vata Jakasa. Chandramrita Rasa and Lavanga Devata is my best prescription. Along with if you want to advise any syrups, if you want to advise any syrups, CNS cough receptor blockers can be used. So then people will think, where is the CNS cough receptor blockers in Ayurveda? In modern, usually they will give some narcotic drugs in case of dry cough. So recently, Government of India has banned last 2 years. Government of India banned narcotic drugs in medicine use. Before that, they are very extensively used narcotic medicines in as a medicines, especially you heard about Corex, green linctus codeine. It contains codeine as one of the ingredient. Corex also contains codeine one of the ingredient. So like that, so many medicines available in the market, available before 3 years in the market. Now, Government of India has removed all these narcotic drugs from the market. Now the formula has been changed, but patient won't get good relief by using the present dry cough formula. They will turn up into Ayurveda. Now we are using the same thing. So CNS cough receptor blockers. Here the thing is, these medicines, dry cough medicines, won't act on lungs. It will act on the brain. So it will block the cough receptor. Okay. So the process is, if some sputum or some unwanted material present or dust or something else present in the lungs or ruptured part of lungs, anything, any unwanted thing in the lung, it will give a stimulation to the brain for coughing. Okay. If the receptor in the middle oblongata is blocked, means so cough will suppressed completely. This is the mechanism. So at the same time, we can use at least you should dilute the kapha inside the lungs. One thing by using Kshara or Lavana, Navasagar is the best drug of choice we can use. And for dilution of kapha, we can use Pitta Pradhana Dravya. Even Tulsi is also good. Vasa is also good. So by tie-upping Tulsi and Vasa with Brahmi and Shankapushpi, then your cough, dry cough formula will be ready. So Brahmi, Shankapushpi, Tulsi or Vasa, then Navasagar and Kshara. This is a very good formula for dry cough. Along with Chandamrita Rasa and Lavanga Devati. If severe Dhatuksha is there, so the patient is suffer with a severe cough for a longer period, then you can give some rasayas, rejuvenating medicines. Okay, then Chanaprasha, Kushmanda Rasayana. For instant Rasaushadis is Makaradvaja. Makaradvaja is an excellent medicine we can use in case of cough, respiratory infections. So I will use minimum 1 kg of Makaradvaja in 6 months. 125 mg cost is 80 rupees. 125 mg of Makaradvaja is 80 rupees. In a period of 6 months, I will advise Makaradvaja in case of kids also, repeated respiratory infection, Makaradvaja. So chronic debility, Makaradvaja. Autoimmune disease, Makaradvaja. Okay. Single drug, the action will be in many areas. Okay. With these 4 to 5 medicines, we can cure dry, irritating, long, chronic cough. Yaudu? Chandamrita Rasa, Lavanga Devati, Makaradvaja. So ready-made syrups. I have given only the drug names. So Tulasi, Vasa, Navasagara, Shankapushpi, Brahmi. Or you can go with Ifenazole. Presently, it is not available in the market. Ifenazole. That's why directly we'll advise patient to make a Gascase Payasam. Gascase Payasam can make. Add Gascase in milk, boil it and take it along with Sita. Chemical Sakra or Mishri, they can use. Okay. With this, we have a ready-made formulas in the market. One is the Crux brand. It's prepared by a BAN company, Pan India company, BAN, Pan India company. The drug name is Crux. It contains Tulsi and Navasagar as a main ingredient. It's a dry cough formula you can use. And Shankapushpi and Brahmi is available in Cognium. Charaka will manufacture the syrup, Cognium. You can utilize Crux with Cognium 10 ml each. Within 24 hours, we can stop dry cough with this formula. Even they consume lot of antibiotics and other medicines also, cough won't come down, dry cough. Especially in this season, November and December. These are season for dry cough. Okay. So advise these medicines for the patient. We have promising results, 100% results. So again, don't advise expectorates in dry cough. This will aggravate the cough. Expect a bromoxin contents, don't advise during dry cough. Usually people will advise only simple thing, ascoril, LS. Commonly they will advise. In our medicines also, Dashmula, Katatraya, no need. Dashmula one level it will work. Katatraya don't advise. Katatraya will be the drug of choice in case of acute infection. Pippal no. Drakshasava one level it will work. Vasava one level it will work. Vasakasava one level it will work. But not a short medicines for dry cough. Okay. In this way we can treat dry irritating cough or dry irritating seasonal cough in November and December. So easily we will get results. Remember 3-4 drugs. Lavangadivati, Chindamadharasa, Sitamakaradoja, Crux and Cognium. Just try and tell me the results. I have advised these medicines more than 2000 patients, got very good results. So try it out yourself and tell me. So Lavangadivati, it contains Lavanga, Maricha, Vibitaki, Babbulutokaya, Kashaya Bhavana. Babbulutok Kashaya Bhavana. So 1 to 2 pills. Chew madadre better antara avaru. So Acharya Vaidya Jivana. So better chew Lavangadivati instead of consuming directly, better chew this Lavangadivati. Eladi Gutika, Raktapitta. It contains Trijata, Pippali, Karchura, Yesti, Draksha, Madhu. Nodi, Eladivati is a rasayana. So just like a food we can take Eladivati. Raktapitta, all Pitara Dravyas are there. Trijata, Pippali, Yesti, Karchura, Draksha, Madhu. Eladivati. Kasa, Shwasa, Jara, Ikka, Chati, all Pitta Padava. Pitta permanent, Kasa, Pitta permanent, Shwasa, Jara, Ikka, Chati, Parshashula, Pliharupi, Swaraveda. Okay, Kantagata Vikara we can use Eladivati. Get the patient to tell to chew Eladivati. So Eladi, Lavangadi, Elano chew model better. So easily you can treat it very fast. Sanjeevani Vati. One of the strong drug. Sharangadara Adhikara in Jwara. Why I told you it is strong? It contains 2 vishas. Sanjeevani contains 2 vishas. So Ballatakan, Vatsanava. It contains 2 visha Ballatakan, Vatsanava. It contains Vidanga, Nagara, Pippali. Vidanga, Nagara, Pippali. Triphala, Vacha, Guduch. Triphala, Vacha, Guduch. And Bhavana is Gomutra. Bhavana Dravya in Sanjeevani is Gomutra. So Anupana, we can take Ardhaka Swaraja Madhu, Ardhaka Swaraja Madhu as a Anupana. Ardhaka Swaraja Madhu as a Anupana. So in Aruchaka, Sanjeevani advised one tablet thrice a day in case of Aruchaka. In case of Visuchika, two tablets TID. In case of Sarpadamsha, three tablets TID. In case of Sannipata Jwara, four tablets TID. So in Sanjeevani Vati, they will ask you two questions. One is depending on the Visha content. Remaining is the dose of Sanjeevani Vati. Okay. So Aruchi, one tablet. Visuchika, two tablet. Sarpadramsha, three. And Sannipata Jwara, four. Okay. So the direct question will be asked regarding Sanjeevani Vati dose. Just memorize the dose of Sanjeevani Vati. In many exams, they ask about the dose of Sanjeevani Vati. Triphala Gugulu. Ingredients: Tripoli, Pippali, and Gugulu. Triphala, Pippali, and Gugulu. Ingredients: Triphala, Pippali, and Gugulu. Anupana is Ushnajala or Triphala Kashaya. Indications: Bagandhara, Harsha, Gulma, Shwata, Purana. Bagandhara, Harsha, Gulma, Shwata, and Purana. Triphala Gugulu is an excellent drug. Yesterday we discussed about Triphala Gugulu. So any sorts of runners in GIT we can use. Post-operative runners we can use. So Bagandhara, Harsha, Gulma also we can use. So along with Triphala, it contains Pippali as one of the key ingredient. Okay, so it will do Pachana and Anulomana. So Triphala Gugulu we can advise before food also. Okay. Yogaraja Gugulu. ಚಕ್ರದತ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗರಾಜ ಗುಗುಲ ಆಮವಾತ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇದೆ. It contains Triphala, Devadaru, Trijata, Triphala, Devadaru, Trijata, Bokshura, and Chitraka. Amavata and Vata Vyadi. Mahayogaraja Gugulu only Vata Vyadi. Mahayogaraja Gugulu should not be advised during Ama conditions. During acute infections, don't advise Mahayogaraja. Mahayogaraja Gugulu is a Rasayana. So it contains Dve Jiraka, Shad Ushna, along with Gugulu. So Anupana is Rasna Kvata. Mahayogaraja different indications ಇದೆ. ವಾತವ್ಯಾಧಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಹ, ಗುಲ್ಮ, ಆನಾಹ, ಅರ್ಷ. Okay, lots of indication is there for Mahayogaraja. Any Dhatukshaya because of Vata. So Dhatukshaya is the main cause for aggravation of Vata. Okay, so in case of Dhatukshaya, I want to do Dhaturuddhi, you can use Mahayogaraja Gugulu. Vaishara Gugulu. Adhikara is Vatarakta. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ just to check it out, why Kishora or Kishora the name came. So in the background survey we got this will improve the color in Balaka. That's why this tablet is named as Kishora Gugulu. Kishora Gugulu. So Kanti Vardaka Dravya. Especially in case of skin infections, we can use Kishora Gugulu as a Kanti Vardaka Dravya. Key ingredients: Gugulu, Triurut, Danti, Vidanga, Triphala, In all Gugulus, Triphala is a common ingredient. Just check it out. All Gugulus contains Triphala as a common ingredient. Gugulu, Triurut, Danti, Vidanga, Guduchi, Triphala, Vikadu, and Guruta. Here, the key ingredient of Kaishar Gugulu is Guduchi. 50% of the Kaishar Gugulu contains Guduchi. Okay. Any vascular deformities, endothelium reticular dysfunction, so microvascular or macrovascular damage, you can use Taisharabukulu internally and externally in case of acne vulgaris, skin rashes, up to the rona, we can use Taisharabukulu. So Guduchi, stem of Guduchi looks like that of a veins, blood vessels. So according to our Samanya Siddhartha, we can use Guduchi or in case of vascular deformity. Pressure Gugulu contains Guduchi as one of the key ingredients. So we can use all sorts of vascular deformity, including Vatarakta, we can use Guduchi. Adhikara of pressure Gugulu is Vatarakta. So indications Mandagni, Vibandha, Vatarakta, Pramay. Mandagni, Vibandha, Vatarakta, and 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 Pramay. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗುಗ್ಗುಲುಗಳು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಕಾಂಚನಾರ, ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಕೈಶೋರ ಗುಗ್ಗುಲು, ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಅಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಯೋಗರಾಜ, ಕ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಮಾಯೋಗರಾಜ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೂಂಡ್ ತ್ರಿಫಲ ಗುಗ್ಗುಲು, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಲಶುನಾದಿ in case of sciatica. At least if these medicines are fixed in your mind, easily we can practice. We don't have any confusion after patient came to the clinic. Tradashaka Gugulu, sciatica, lumbosacral pain is a rasayana. Don't use Tradashaka in acute conditions. In acute conditions, Gokshura because of Shota. Acute inflammatory condition, Shota will be there. So disc swelling will be there. Bulge. So spondylitis causes the bulge. Disc bulge is there. At that time, we need to remove water content from the disc. To resize the disc, just go with Gokshara. Gokshara Gugulu, acute conditions. Chronic Tradashana. Okay. So with these Gugulus, we can treat almost 80% of our clinical cases. Non-communicable diseases. NCDs. Low backache, arthritis, very common patient we will get in our clinics is so muscular and joint disorders. 90% only. Ayurvedic ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 90% ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದು. Okay, if you are good in treating these patients, then you are successful clinical practice. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ no, don't try to practice Ayurveda. It is not suits for you. Better do some other job. Okay. Next, Simmanada Gugulu, Amvata, Triphala Kashaya, Eranda Taila. Main key ingredient in Simmanada is Eranda Taila. And Gandhaka is also one of the ingredients in Simmanada. Saugandhika. So Ushna Jala is the Anupana. Vatarakta, Kushta, Amavata. Vatarakta, Kushta, and Amavata. So Kanchara Gugulu, Galaganda Gandamala, Granthi, Apache, Bagandara, their indications. Gokshara Gugulu, Prameha, Pradara, Muta Kuchra, Mutragata, Shota. Vanduravataka indication is there in Kamala. Kankayanavati is one of the topmost drug we are used in case of Arshas. Kankayanavati. Kankayanavati having two adhikara, Udaradhikara one is Arshadhikara one is. So Udaradhikaradalli irodadna Udaradalli use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, Arshadalli I can use it in Arsha. ಅಪಮಾರ್ಗ ಕ್ಷಾರ ತೈಲ. ಸೊ ಚಕ್ರದತ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಕರ್ಣರೋಗ ಅಧಿಕಾರ. ಅಪಮಾರ್ಗ ಕ್ಷಾರ ಅಂಡ್ ತಿಲ ತೈಲ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಕರ್ಣನಾದ, ಕರ್ಣಪೂರ್ಣ. ಕರ್ಣನಾದ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾದಿಗೆ ವಿಶುದ್ಧು ಕರ್ಣಪೂರ್ಣ. ಯಾವುದು ಅಪಮಾರ್ಗ ಕ್ಷಾರ ತೈಲ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರ್ಣರೋಗ, ಕರ್ಣನಾದ, ಕರ್ಣಬಾಧಿತ್ಯ, ಕರ್ಣಪೂರ್ಣ ಶುದ್ಧ. only important only I will take it up. ತ್ರಿಫಲಮಸಿ ಉಪದಂಶ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ. ತ್ರಿಫಲಮಸಿ ಉಪದಂಶ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ. ತ್ರಿಫಲಮಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ ಸಡನ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ನೆನಪಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಉಪದಂಶ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ. ಗುಡೂಚಿ ಸತ್ವ. ಸೊ ಶಾರಂಗಧರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಯೋಗ ರತ್ನಾಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಾಕ್ಷಮ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಗುಡುಚಿ ಸತ್ವ. ಶಾರಂಗಧರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮೇಹ. ಪ್ರಮೇಹ ಇನ್ ಶಾರಂಗಧರ, ಯೋಗ ರತ್ನಾಕರ ರಾಜಾಕ್ಷಮ. ingredient is guduchi only. It's a best pitta shamaka, jorakna, rasayana. Pitta shamaka, jorakna and rasayana. Guduchi sattva. Narayana taila. Shetavari Tharasa equal part. Shetavari is the main ingredient. Narayana taila contains Dashimula, Bala, Punarnava, Parna Chatushta. So indications is Vata Vyadi. It can be used for both Pana and Abhyanga. So usually in Snehapana, we will not use Tailas as Snehapana in case of Virechana and all. So only one reason is Tailas won't increase doshas. Tailas won't increase kapha, Tailas won't increase pitta. The main indication of Snehapana as a Purva Karma is we need to aggravate the doshas, then easily we can elevate from the bottom, evacate from the bottom. Okay. So in that case, if you use Taila won't aggravate the doshas. Taila is Vata Shamaka. Okay, so that's why we should not use Tailas in Snehapana. We can use it. Yamaka we can use. Taila and Gutta both together we can use. Okay. So indication of Narayana Taila is Basti in case of Kampavata and Vata Vyad. Ekangavata, Darangavata, in all these cases. Jatyadi Taila Nadivrana Adhikara. Jati Patola. It contains Tutta as one of the Rasaushadi. Tutya as one of the Rasaushadi. Sariva and Madhuchishta. Jatyadi Taila. Nadivrana. Pleha. And it can be used in case of Gambhira Vranas also. Jatyadi Taila. Trifalagruta, all eye diseases we can use. Narsimhalekya, I told already, Valipalitya. Narsimhalekya, Valipalitya. Nilini Gruta, you write down. Kalka Virahita Gruta is Nilini Gruta. Kalka Virahita Gruta is Nilini Gruta. Adhikara is Gulma. Kalka Virahita Gruta is Nilini Gruta. Adhikara is Gulma. Vasavalekya Rajakshma Adhikara. Kanakasava doesn't contains gold as an ingredient. Gold is an uncomplete Kanakasava. Gold is not presenting. Sarasvatarishta is Rasayana Adhikara. Act as a Rasayana, Medya Rasayana, Sarasvatarishta. Dashanga Lepa Visarpa. It contains two parts, Gruta. Eladi Vati, we told. Eladi Churna indication is Chardi. Eladi Churna indication is Chardi. Eladi Kvata is Mutra Pruchra. ಏಲಾದಿವಟಿ ರಕ್ತಪಿತ್ತ ಅಲ್ವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಏಲಾದಿವಟಿ ಇಸ್ ರಕ್ತಪಿತ್ತ, ಏಲಾದಿ ಚೂರ್ಣ ಇಸ್ ಚರ್ದಿ, ಏಲಾದಿ ಕ್ವಾತ ಇಸ್ ಮೂತ್ರ ವೃಕ್ಷ. Okay, so these are all some of the important formulations we can use in our regular daily routine clinical practice. And these formulations also having importance in APGT exam. Okay, so today kind of we can discuss Vaishyakalpana paper next week. First we'll discuss Vaishyakalpana, then I will start Draveda. So again you read or you go with all the videos and go with downloaded material and all. I will share you one material, the PPT material on directly I will share. It's a colorful one, so it is attracted to read. Next week, once again, you should solve Vaishyakalpana paper and send me by tomorrow. All keys, answer keys should send to WhatsApp group. Still same group, same question per solve, madam. Kalsi. So we'll discuss the paper in next week. Okay. Our next week target is Dravada.